Hello, I'm Diane G. I'm an Akashic Records reader and an emotional energy healer, and you're watching Soul Class. Hello and welcome, everyone. I missed that. I missed my intro. Glad I can finally play it now. Um, Hello to everyone who are here very early. As you can see on the pinned comment, today we will be drawing the winners for a reading, and we have a topic and a prompt today. If you want to join, and if you want to get a free reading with me, please type in hashtag soul to enter the draw for today. Hello. I just want to say hi to people. Hello to Bora Bora Janet, who came in very early. CJ, Kat, Linda de Gonzalez is here. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Brina. Hi, Maria. And hi, Mary. Hi, Michelle. CJ, Tamer. Everyone, hello. And thank you for being here. Hello, Ascending Universal Butterfly. Hi, Juniper. Hi, Millie. Hi, Alice. Hi, awesomeness. Thank you, everyone, for being here. So, again, we have a topic for today. Who am I? Just for clarification, I'm not going to introduce myself like I'm Diane. This is who am I. We will be talking about who we are in the lens of the Akashic Records and how we can use the Akashic Records as a tool for rediscovering ourselves and to really learn who we are. Um, when we are initially just awakening, this is something, or this is a question that we ask ourselves a lot. Who am I when all the labels are gone? Like when I asked myself this at first, it was mostly focused on the job that I was doing, but I realized, what if I resign from my job? Do I cease to exist because that's who I thought I was? Or I thought, hey, I'm someone who loves my family. Okay, but what if I was born from a different family? Do I also cease to exist? Who am I in that setting? So this is something that has been an interest of mine, and I think this is what drew me to the Akashic Records. So I hope this would also resonate with you. That the topic would also resonate with you. Hi to the people who just came in. Hi, Standing in Light with Annie Bear. Annie, hi. Hi, Lulu. Hi, Rossi. Hi, Sunny. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, please type in hashtag soul to enter the draw for a reading. Okay. I actually have slides today. Okay. Bing. Ta-da! Who am I? So have you ever asked yourself? I've been talking about myself and how I came to asking myself, who am I? Initially, I started doing that through meditations. There was a meditation or a guided meditation by David G that I encountered that asked, who am I? And that really hit me a lot. So, have you ever asked yourself who you are, or ask that question for yourself? Who am I? And what I mean by this is not just at the level of personality or life story that you have, but at the soul level and who you really are when all the labels, the noise, the stories, the race, when they are all gone or when they are changed. So tonight we will be exploring how the Akashic Records, this sacred field of soul wisdom, can truly help us know ourselves. So, just a quick refresher for us, understanding the Akashic Records. What is the Akashic Records? It's the record of everything that has ever happened and will ever happen in the future. It holds the archive of every soul's experiences and intentions. It also reveals the soul's blueprint, or a record of our growth and wisdom through lifetimes. So every thought, every emotion that we've ever had, and not just in this lifetime, but in our past lifetimes as well, have been recorded in the Akashic Records. So this is something, this is a tool that we can use and we can access to get to know ourselves really well. So from the Akashic Records perspective, self awareness does not stop with just this lifetime. It's beyond our personality, our behavior. It reveals our soul's purpose, our lessons, and our gifts. It becomes a remembrance of who we truly are, not criticizing ourselves or self correction. So we begin to see ourselves as soul and not just limited to human. When I started reading the Akashic Records, especially, I realized that I'm not only human. Like, this is just a suit. You've heard a lot of readers and people refer to the body as a meat suit. It feels that way to an extent. It's not that I don't love my body, but this is a role that I'm playing right now, and this is humanity, or being human is a role that we are playing. We have been different star beings in the past, so it's still us, just in different roles. So when we really get to know ourselves from the Akashic Records perspective, this really becomes a remembering of who we really are and who we always have been. So how can the records guide self-discovery? The Akashic Records can be a profound tool for self-discovery. Through them, we begin to reveal our soul's blueprint. So, what our gifts are, our passions, our innate qualities that make us us. Will make us unique. It illuminates our hidden influences shaping our lives, like our past experiences that we might have brought, or the traumas that we've had in the past and experiences that we have had in the past that influence us right now or influence our lifetime in the now. It also heals identity distortions from those experiences, so we can let go of the labels that we've had and we have in our lives. Our self concepts that have been shaped by fear, by pain, by history, by culture, even by race. And most beautifully, it empowers our consciousness, so we live by intention, and because we know who we truly are, and not just because we are pressured to be the role that we are playing. So the Akashic Records awaken remembrance. This is not a tool for prediction, although it can be used as that. But for this episode, I hope that the readings for today can awaken or help you remember who you truly are. So have fun journeying within. I prepared a slide presentation, everyone. Can you believe that? Okay, so our prompt for today. Oh, hold on, I forgot to show that. Our prompt for today is: what truth about myself am I ready to remember? I'm a bit nervous about this topic because this was a prompt that was given to me by my guides. Usually, before I do readings and before I go on Soul Cloud like this, I ask them, okay, are we going to do a prompt or should we accept questions from everyone? And today we were like, no, we want you to focus on this prompt. So I think, okay, this is timely and this is important for the people who will be watching this. And since this is a public reading, if you're watching the replay, if any of the readings resonate for you, take it. A lot of the public readings or the readings that we do on this setup um, can also resonate for the people who are watching the replay or going to watch later. So I'm going to open the records now. Let's take 3 deep breaths, everyone. Only the highest frequency of love and light can remain in this sacred space, and all objects in this sacred space, for the highest good of this group, consisting of myself, those who are watching right now, those who will join us later, and those who will watch the replay. All other energies must leave now. All other energies must leave now. All other energies must leave now. Now I call on the highest level of the divine that knows that love is the power and the truth from which we read, our highest level guides and angels to help us with this reading. Archangel Michael and Archangel Metatron, please hold the sacred space. Now I will read the opening key. And so we do acknowledge the forces of light, asking for guidance, direction, and courage to know the truth as it is revealed for our highest good, the highest good of all, the most benevolent outcome. Akashic Records Masters, Spirit Guides, and Angels, please let us know this group in the light of the Akashic Records and enable us to share the wisdom and compassion that the Masters, teachers, and loved ones have for us. The records are now open. Hello to the people who have just came in. Hi, Jay Roberts. Um, I'm just going to scroll to see if I missed anyone and anything. Bing. Oh, hi, Garnet. The higher Garnet has a question. The higher self, does it have access to the Akashic records? Yes, our higher selves has the access to the Akashic records. We all have access to the Akashic records. We just have to learn how to tap in. Oh, awesomeness! That's lovely. Thank you for um, sharing your insights on who you are. This is something that you can also do even after this episode. Even after this episode, you can journal your insights on who you are. Hi, Stephanie. Okay, I'm going to start drawing for the winners of or the first batch of readings. Bing. So please type in hashtag soul, hashtag soul if you still haven't. There we go. 26 participants. Okay, I'll draw for three people. For Linda. Linda, please let us know if you're still here. Oh, I see you. You're still here. Okay. Next up. Oh, I forgot the music. CJ. Congratulations, CJ. Please let us know if you're still here. And last but not the least for this batch, Amanda Carroll. Hi, Amanda. Okay. Bing. I see Linda. I see CJ. I'm just waiting for Amanda Carroll's comment to pop in. Linda, this time it's not. This time it's not. It's not rigged. Where is CJ? CJ. CJ. I saw CJ's comment. Just there we go. I see CJ. Again, Amanda Carroll. Oh, I see Amanda Carroll. Nice. Yes, it is nice. Okay. I'll do the best that I can within like an hour plus minus a few minutes. Okay. Let's start with Linda. What truth about Linda is she ready to remember? I feel like I feel mushy. Like I'm about to cry, Linda, because the first thing that they told me was that she's perfect. There are a lot of I know that this is something that I know about you, but they are also the Akashic Records masters are also telling you right now that you can be self-critical. The times when you call yourself those words like stupid, idiot, like they're not true. You're perfect as you are right now. Every mistake and every trial and every tribulation that you have gone through, they have taught you a lot of things, and it doesn't make you or they didn't make you stupid or they didn't make you those things that you call yourself from time to time. You are perfect as you are right now, and everything that you have been through, they are learning experiences for you. um I feel like I'm going to cry because they're just sending so much love to you, Linda, and I feel angels around you. And whenever you self criticize, they I know that they don't feel emotions, but almost feel like they're sad whenever you do that, because they see you as this perfect being, and they are very grateful and very thankful that you took on this assignment. Like, you know your missions and you're working very hard for them, and they are so happy that you're doing that. They are very, very proud of you, is the impression that I'm getting. And sometimes you forget that you have gone through a lot, and you're still here. Like, you're still doing well, is the impression that I'm seeing. And they are so very proud of you, Linda. Just know that you are perfect as you are right now. That's the main message that the Akashic Records masters really brought through, that you are perfect as you are right now. I hope that helps, Linda. And thank you so much for trusting me to do this reading for you. Oh, I feel like I'm about to cry. Hold on. I'm just going to take a sip. Linda says she needs some tissue, some tissues. So do I. I'm trying so hard not to let the tears fall. Thank you. Okay. Next up. Hi. Oh, hi, Donna Marie. I feel like I couldn't speak. Okay, CJ. Next up, we have CJ. What truth about CJ is she ready to remember? I feel myself standing tall. And this has something to do with your strength. I feel like there were some experiences in the past. I don't know if it's with this lifetime. They're not telling me right now, or from previous lifetimes, but I feel myself standing tall. They're telling you to stand tall. Hello, my apologies. I think my internet got cut off for 5 seconds. So let me start over, CJ, and my apologies again. So I felt myself standing tall. Like, you've had past experiences that probably made you self doubt, or doubt yourself about being courageous and having strength. But the impression that I got from the records is that you have that strength. You have an innate strength and character that makes you get through all the challenges that you have. You have courage. And courage doesn't mean that you're not afraid of anything. It means that regardless whether you are fearing something, you still go through with it. You challenge the fear and you get through things. Okay. Anything else, masters? Okay. This self trust is something you need, is what I'm hearing. Or it's something that you need to remember, that you are courageous, that you are strong, that you can get through the trials. It's more than just physical strength, it's about character. I'm feeling a bit of like my self confidence has been hit. That's why the Akashic Records masters are telling you to stand tall and stand proud, because you are strong and you are courageous, CJ. It's what the Akashic Records masters are telling you. So I hope that helps. And thank you so much for trusting me to do this reading for you. So, okay, my comments have stopped. I'm just going to check very quickly for my phone for the new comments. Ta-da! Okay, I'm just checking the phone. Yes, I need to remember. The CJ says yes, she needs to remember it. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, the comments have stopped, but or at least the comments have stopped updating, but I can still access them through my phone. So I'm going to continue. I'm just going to check my phone from time to time. I might not be able to share the comments on screen, but just know that I'm seeing you. Okay. Next up, we have Amanda Carroll. Hello, Edward Kenneth. Hi, Leona. If you still haven't, type in hashtag soul to enter the draw for readings. Okay, next up we have Amanda Carroll. What truth about Amanda is she ready to remember? I the first thing that or the first word that the Akashic Records masters brought forward was the care. You are a very nurturing and caring person or a very caring soul, Amanda. Like you don't let others' bad treatment for you or of you influence how you treat them. You treat people with kindness and respect is something that is very intrinsic to you. It's like second nature to you. And this is something that you just don't bring to humans. I feel it in nature as well. You also have so much nurturing um, energy and love and care for plants, especially animals as well. But for now, they're bringing forward nature. You're very connected with nature, and this is something that you have had. Like they're bringing forward your very first incarnation. They told me from her very first incarnation, she has had this trait and this gift of just being nurturing and being caring for everyone. This is something that they would like you to remember. If anything else fails, just remember that, is what they're telling me. I hope that helps, Amanda. And thank you so much for trusting me to do this reading for you. Hello, Silky Steel Jan. Hello and welcome. It's the first time that I've seen you here. Um, my comments are not updating at the moment, but just know that I'm seeing you and we welcome you here. Okay, now it's time to draw for another set. Oh, hold on. There we go. I didn't forget the music is set. Okay. Right, I'm just seeing that the giveaway is still updating, so it's still good. Tamara, congratulations, Tamara. And next up, Michelle Guard. Congratulations, and please let us know if you're still here. D'Amico, congratulations. Please let us know if you're still here. Okay. I'm going to look for some comments in the previous. I wonder if you can refresh this thingamajig. Thingamajig. Okay, Maureen is here. Michelle is here. So I'm waiting for Tamer. Oh, Tamer is still here. Okay, I got you, people. Okay, Tamer. I keep saying it in this accent. Tamer. Okay, I'm scrolling up to look for comments from this from our three lucky winners. There we go. Tamer. I think Michelle is way up. I can't find. I can't find her. Okay, there we go. I saw one. Ah, never mind. Okay. Tamar first. Tamer. What truth is Tamer ready to remember? Akashic Records Masters. I'm hearing. Hold on. I'm hearing birds outside, and I'm going to check if it has something to do with you. Birds of, does the birds have anything to do with the message for Tamar, please? Okay. I feel very connected with technology. It's hard to explain, but not technology in the bad sense, more of innovation. And there's this energy of creativity. I wonder if it has anything to do with, hold on, with blue avians, because I'm feeling and I'm hearing birds. Something to do with blue avians. You're connected with blue avian somehow, Tamer. Are they guides? Some of them are your guides, and some of them are connected with your past lives. But there is something about your connection with the blue avians and technology that you need to remember. Okay, what is it, Masters? Can you tell me? Okay, I'm hearing it's the creation for the benefit of many, because I'm also hearing that there are people who create for the sake of themselves, and I don't mean like creative like art and that, but technology that would might be harmful for many and only serve themselves. But you're different is what they're telling me. Whenever you create and whenever you have created in the past, that is for the greater good and not to serve yourself. This is something that you need to remember as you move forward. So that is their message for you, Tamer, to create, and that you are someone who creates for the highest good. I don't know if that makes sense to you. Okay, Tamer asks, is that technology related somehow with ley lines? Yes, I'm getting a yes on this. It is related with ley lines as well, which makes sense. Ley lines, it also serves the highest good. They are the lines, or I wouldn't say imaginary. They are energy lines in the grid or within Earth. Sometimes I think on the ground. Some people see it on the ground. Some people see it on the sky. But these are energetic lines that help us. So I hope that helps, Tamara. And this is something that you can explore further. But right now, that is what they want you to know, and that is something that you want to remember. That they want to you want you to remember. I hope that helps, and thank you so much. Okay. Next up, we have Michelle. Hi, Michelle. What is the truth, or okay, what truth about Michelle is she ready to remember? Masters. Is it just for this lifetime? The word that came forward is connection. A truth that you are ready to remember is that you are connected with everything, that you are one with the universe. And the image that I'm getting is not just, we've talked previously about you being connected with other dimensions and with higher dimensional beings, like that you have that gift of channeling and mediumship. But this time, they're like, not just that, you are connected with everything. That's why you have that gift of connecting with other dimensions or with other dimensions, because you're not just connected with them, you're connected with everyone, even on this plane. And I'm feeling like you have roots down earth. That's the feeling that I'm getting, and you are connected with every plant, every human, and every animal on earth. You have this connection with them energetically. Okay, why do you want, what is the significance of this for her? Okay, I asked what's the significance? Why do you need to remember this? And they told me that sometimes you might feel lonely. Sometimes she feels lonely is what I'm hearing. And they're telling you, know that you're not alone. You're never alone. You're connected with everything. That's why they wanted you to remember that. I don't know if that makes sense to you, or if you can validate that, Michelle. But I hope that helps. So just remember that you are connected with everything and everyone whenever you feel lonely, especially. So I hope that helps. And thank you so much for trusting me to do this reading for you. Hello to the people who just came in. Hi, Leona. We aren't doing themed questions. We aren't. Mm, I always say we. I'm not getting questions today from the audience. I am going to answer questions, or this question, this prompt that is scrolling at the bottom of the screen. What truth about myself am I ready to remember? So if it's something that interests you, please type in hashtag soul. So you will be um, included in the next draw for readings. And I do offer private readings. My details are in the description. Email me. Okay. Next up, we have Maureen D'Amico. I can't find comments from you, Maureen, because my comments have stopped earlier because of a glitch. Um, but I will be reading for you. This reading is from Maureen D'Amico. What truth about Maureen is she ready to remember? The first thing that I heard was that you are beyond this life. They want you to remember that you are not contained, or this lifetime is not the only lifetime that you've had. Sometimes we can get really sucked into the role that we are playing, is what I'm hearing. Okay, what about her role does she need to let go of? There were past experiences that have been painful, is what they're telling me. And they were things that you wanted to experience from the higher dimensional perspective so you can grow and learn soul lessons and really grow as a soul. And you have, is what they're telling me. But sometimes the stories are things that we need to let go of and just need to hold on to the soul lessons. Okay, what stories does she need to let go of? I asked what stories you need to let go of, but they gave me like a big answer, Maureen. Okay, they're telling you to whenever something happens that is challenging, to ask what am I trying to learn from this experience. It's something that they want you to remember. Like in the future, when something challenging comes up, to ask yourself, what am I trying to learn from this experience? So I hope that helps, Maureen. And again, thank you so much for trusting me to do this reading for you. Okay. I think it's time to do another draw. To do another draw for readings. And who won twice, Maureen? Just know I'm not going to read again for the people we have already drawn. Okay. Next is Garnet McLeary Prize. You're very welcome, Maureen. Next, Paula. Let us know if you're still here, Paula. And I think it's the first time I've seen you here, so welcome. And another book. This is the downside of using EV Mux on this. Next, we have Barbara. So we have Garnet, Paula, and Barbara. So let us know if you're still here. Crystal, this is just like a visual representation of the people who entered their names for the draw. So you might not see your name coming up, but if you have typed in the hashtag soul, it means that you're already on. So don't worry. Leia says, Diane, you're so efficient. Am I? Thank you for saying that. I usually get technical errors here, unfortunately. So we just have to roll with it. Okay, again, that is Garnet, Paula, and Barbara. Let me know if you're still here. Just waiting for. Yeah, Leah says it will show just a few at a time. No worries. Yes. And if you have worked with random number generators in the past, you know that when there are a few or a few samples or a few people who are entered in, or a few sample size, not sample size, is it the population? If you enter it with a random number generator, it can get duplicates. So, and for this particular app that EVMux is using, they don't filter the previous winners, unfortunately. So I just want to thank you for your patience and understanding regarding that matter. Okay, I'm not. I just see Barbara. So we're waiting for Paula and for Garnet. Bing. Thank you so much, Mods, for your help in looking for the people. Again, that's Paula and Garnet. So I'm going to start reading for Barbara. Okay, what truth is Barbara ready to remember right now, Masters? And I got an interesting image for you, Barbara. Like I saw like a cut. Something got cut, and when it opened up, the light shone through. And what I remember that was something that Rumi wrote. Um, the wound is where the light shines through. The truth that the Akashic Records masters want you to know is that the wounds that you have suffered in the past, and I don't mean just the physical wounds. This is something to do with emotional wounds in the past, not just in previous lifetimes, but I think they're focusing more on this present lifetime. I don't know what happened. I'm not checking that, but that is what they're bringing forward. That the wounds that you've had in the past helped helped you like learn your lessons and help you become who you are right now. Like you evolved through the wounds that you have experienced in the past. This is very similar to the message that we got previously, to use the experiences that you've had and really ask, what am I trying to learn from this lesson? But more for your case, it's like going back. There might be some wounds that you have carried or you are still carrying from previous experiences, from past experiences that you don't realize made you who you are or made you evolve into who you are right now. So this is something that you can remember when you're having a tough time as well, or when you are looking back into the things that you have experienced, that the wound is where the light is shining through. I hope that helps, Barbara, and thank you so much for trusting me to do this reading for you. Okay, I am scrolling to see if Garnet and Paula are here. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Patricia. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. So I'm not seeing Garnet and Paula. I'm going to draw for three more this round. Barbara says, I am in tears. That was beautiful. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Barbara. I wasn't sure about what the the cut was at first, and then they told me they put that image or that quote in me by Rumi. So I'm like, oh, okay. So thank you so much for trusting me to do that reading for you. Ascending Universal Butterfly. Please let us know if you're still here. Mili de la Prida. And last but not the least for this round, oh, we don't have a name. Well, yeah, I think the name is something Almira or something. But yeah, if this is your DP, please let me know if you're still here. I will keep an eye on the chat to know, just to see. But again, that's Ascending Universal Butterfly, Mili de la Prida, and this person who does not have a display name, unfortunately. Oh, Linda says Gwen. Oh, is their name Gwen? Yes, I trust you, Linda. Okay, Gwen, congratulations. So please let me know if you're still here. Oh dear. I didn't know that was possible. Now I know. Every day we'll learn something new, everyone. Okay, I see Millie. Millie is here. So I'm waiting for Ascending Universal Butterfly and Gwen. Yeah, yeah. Jan, I didn't know that either. Oh, okay. Paula is back, so I'm going to read for Paula as well. So Millie de la Prida is here. Paula is here. We're waiting for Ascending Universal Butterfly and Gwen. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for your patience with me. I am a bit technologically challenged when it comes to EV Mux and some streaming platforms. I don't know if we can, if I can restart the chat. It hasn't worked for me in the past, so yeah, I just learned to use my phone as well. Okay, I'm going to start reading for Paula and for Mili de la Prida. So first up is Paula. Okay, what truth about Paula is she ready to remember? Paula, the image that I got for you is a box. It's a closed box. Initially, it was a closed box, but I'm seeing that you're opening it. Okay, what's in the box, Masters? Okay, the Akashic Records Masters are telling me that you have experiences that you might not want to remember, and you've put them inside that box and closed it, and then duct taped it, and put another box in it, and then duct taped it. There's things that you want hidden, and they're telling me that these are parts of you. You've kept them in the box and you don't want to face them, is what they're telling me. What they want you to remember is that these parts and these things that you don't want to remember are still parts of who you are. And there are parts that are begging to be seen. That's why they were showing me that it's being opened. So Paula, when you are ready to to open to open your box, I think this is something to do with shadow work. I won't be discussing that further in this episode, but we were we have plans to do an episode of about shadow work in the future. Please keep an eye on this channel about that. Um, but yeah, this is something to do about shadow work, Paula. To re-examine what you don't want to see, to shine the light in the spaces and in the boxes that you don't want to see. They're telling me that this will help you heal, and this will also help you accept. Okay, acceptance is a huge. It's booming in my ear. Acceptance, acceptance, acceptance. It will help you accept who you are. So I hope that helps, Paula. And let me know if that resonates for you. It's a challenge to do shadow work and to really re-examine the parts of yourself that you don't want to be seen. Like why am I embarrassed to acknowledge that there's a jealous part of me? Something like that. Or why am I embarrassed that there is an angry side of me? Or why am I embarrassed to show that I have weaknesses as well? These are things that are prompts for shadow work that we can use for journaling. And if it helps you, Paula, you can use those prompts, or you can also Google for shadow work. And this is also, I think, taught in some therapy sessions to do shadow work. So please do some further research on the topic about shadow work. But yeah, and also that reminds me, this is for entertainment purposes only. Please always consult with your medical professionals and do some additional researches, and especially in matters concerning your health. So thank you. Okay, Paula says, working on accepting the present and reality. Yeah, sometimes we are too focused on the future, and it gives us anxiety, or we feel anxious because we're focusing too much on the future. Sometimes we also feel regret when we are focusing too much on the past. So it's best to really find ways to stay grounded in the present. So thank you so much for that feedback, Paula. Okay, next up we have Mili de la Prida, and I'm still waiting for Ascending Universal Butterfly. Okay, just scrolling up. I'm not okay. Ascending Universal Butterfly is still here, so I will read on you after Mili de la Prida. Thank you. Okay. Okay. What truth is Millie? What truth about Millie is she ready to remember right now? I'm seeing you digging, like digging the ground, Millie. And they're telling me that you're working on yourself. And they are encouraging you to dig deeper. Initially, they were showing me like you're digging on the ground, but they replaced it with an onion. And they were like, dig through the layers. There will be layers that you need to peel to really get to know who you are. Okay, can you give us a quality that she's ready to remember or notice about herself, Masters? They're telling you you have kindness with a sass. What does that mean, Masters? Like you are. That's not mean that you're very kind, but whenever someone crosses that line, you know your boundaries. You know when to say no, and you can get sassy. Is what they're telling me, because you know what you can tolerate. This is something that you have worked in achieving or worked to get at, and they are applauding you, Millie. They're applauding you for the journey and the work that you have done for yourself and getting to know who you are. But this is something that they want you to remember, that you are kind, but also that you can set your boundaries. You can be kind, but still have boundaries, is what they want you to remember. I hope that helps, Millie. The feeling that they're making me feel right now is very light. This is something that you also make other people feel. You make people feel very light and very happy. I hope that helps, Milan. Thank you so much for all the help that you have been um, giving the community and this channel, and I hope that reading helps. Ascending Universal Butterfly says the Wi-Fi dropped off. Mine did as well. It's okay. Mine did as well a while ago. That's why I disappeared, and that's why the comments aren't working right now. Millie says yes. Huge confirmation. Oh, I'm glad, Millie. I'm so glad. Okay, next up we have Ascending Universal Butterfly. Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to take a sip. What truth about herself is Ascending Universal Butterfly ready to remember, Masters? What does this mean? I'm being shown like almost like buttons. I don't know what it's called, but you know that game when you hammer or something and another one pops up and you hammer that. I am not sure what that is, but that's what they're showing me. Okay, well, how is this related to Ascending Universal Butterfly Akashic Records Masters? It has something to do with your focus ascending, um, and the challenges that you are facing is what they're telling me. Uh, whenever something or challenges come through, you might feel very disoriented, or you feel overwhelmed. That's the word. You feel overwhelmed, and there are a lot of challenges, and you feel like you're hitting those things, and they're popping almost at the same time. Okay, what does she need to remember, Masters, with regards to this? What you need to remember is to focus on one thing at a time. That you can focus on one thing at a time is what they're telling me. Like those things will not pop up all at the same time. There's just one at a time that you need to focus on. And they're sending you so much love. They're telling you that don't judge yourself when you can't juggle all of these challenges at the same time. They're reminding me you're human and there are limitations in being human. It is a role that you are playing. You are loved and you are perfect as you are right now. Like your ability to juggle on all of these struggles and all of these challenges does not diminish your worth as a human and as a soul. So just focus on the things as they come along and focus on the things that you can control and let go of the things that you cannot. is what the Akashic Records masters are saying. So I hope that helps Universal. Oh, Ascending Universal Butterfly. And I really hope that helps. Thank you so much for trusting me to do this reading. I feel very privileged to do this reading for everyone, and I'm very thankful that all of you are here. Um, just to give you an idea, this question, what truth about myself am I ready to remember? I call it like a universal Akashic Records question. I have this on my list of things that, when I get drawn for readings, it's one of the things that I keep in my question notebook that I can ask anytime. This is not the first. This is not the only time that you can ask it. So in the future, for readings or Akashic Records readings, this is something that you can use and reuse at different points in your time when you are ready. When you are ready to remember truth about yourself. Oh, that's what it is. Yes, thank you, as in the Universal Butterfly, whack a mole. I'm really grateful that you remember what it's called. I'm like, what is it called again? It's the game in arcades. Yeah, it's whack a mole. Thank you so much. Okay, um, I'm afraid that will be all for today. Hopefully, the next time we come on, we won't get through technical difficulties, so I can go through more readings. I will pop in for another time this week. I'm eyeing Wednesday, but it's going to be for energy clearings, just an episode on energy clearings. And then I will be back again on Saturday with Friday. It's Friday your time in the US and Canada. I will be back again on that day with Diana Bowles. We will be doing Galactic Akashic Records reading. So if you're into star seeds and would like to know about your past lives or past experiences in other star systems, please drop by. We would love to have you in the chat and we would love to read for you. So I'm just going to close the records. I would like to close by thanking the masters, teachers, and loved ones for their love and compassion. I would like to close by thanking the Akashic Records masters for their point of view. And I would like to close by thanking the divine source for all the knowledge and healing. The records are now closed. Amen. The records are now closed. Amen. The records are now closed. Amen. Thank you everyone for being here, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and